Every person born into this world is accompanied by some form of divine presence. But if they use the divine presence that they perceive rightly, with Dharma, then they can realize the divine guidance 100%. We will curse God. We will curse the Guru for all the atrocities and sufferings that have happened and are happening to us now. Also, we may neglect the Guru and the divine and remain indifferent. But that is not correct. Even in that situation, if one waits with patience, he will harvest the good deed. A saint does not need money or any other things because he is accompanied and guided by a subtle guru. But we live life based on some faith. However, the true person who practices meditation does not have any faith because he knows that God, who does not have a body, is protecting him all the time. And he knows that the subtle guru will arrive when needed. That's why those saints do not even possess 1 rupee. Because when the divine force itself accompanies them, what else is required of them? But what others think about them is that he does not know how to survive, so he renounced. In reality, it's not like that. The divine force can do anything beyond all. A few wealthy persons build temples, help, and support gurus. These are all opportunities given to them to correct their inner karma. Similarly, when a person attains a great spiritual experience, even if he has 10 billion rupees, he will give it all away. Or he will donate it to an ashram. Because by then, the very idea of possession will have vanished from his mind. That is the true expression of his realization. That's what that magic means. A pure kind of energy will guide you completely. When it arrives, there will be no favoritism or separation for anyone. But you need to wait for the right moment to come. Without a doubt, poverty will come, tears will flow, anger will rise, and impulsive urges will surface. You might even feel like lashing out at your own guru. All of this has happened in my life too. At times, I even felt like confronting God himself. All of that will occur, but while patiently waiting beyond it all, a completely surprising action unfolds. That time, that exact moment, that's when they will patiently wait. You also must remain as you are. The subtle guru will tell you, I will purify you, removing everything that clings to you and show you a complete transformation. Exactly like that, it will happen. It will unfold exactly as it is meant to. I'm not speaking from imagination here. I've witnessed all, I've seen all the extremes. This universe has a different calculation that no one can predict. I have been distressed, deeply distressed for many days. The universe has carefully shattered and thrown away all of that suffering. All this is human behavior. Out of my distress, I have gone and argued with God. I've debated with him, even within meditation. But none of those arguments will carry through. They won't reach him. After a day or two, I felt an inner realization. It made me understand. If you hold them all, you cannot attain any experience in meditation. Wait, I felt very emotional and cried. At night, around 7 o'clock, Agathiyar's, the sage's presence is felt. An inner awareness awakens within me. And just then, a moneylender shows up and starts scolding me harshly. Imagine that. At 7 o'clock, when Agathiyar himself comes, at the very same moment, some ignorant fellow shows up and scolds us. Wouldn't we feel hurt? Of course we would. Again, hearing the inner voice, wait, I cannot transcend time, though I am Agathiyar, saint. One cannot go beyond such circumstances. Time cannot be changed, even by God. That's why I've often said that God does not possess love and compassion. God is honest, as it does not have any bias. No compromise there. God gives you a task only after bringing you clarity, and not to make you run around doing this or that. If someone here wants to gain experience fast, the experiences that would normally take 10 or 15 years of effort are condensed and given in just 15 months. Everything you would have gone through in those many years is compressed into a short period to teach you the lessons. They won't hand out experience in any other easy or convenient way. They condense the 15 years of effort into just 15 months. It must happen urgently, like in an emergency. But he won't give the authority to do that emergency work. It has to be completely pure. That's something many of the gurus here will not understand. The meditation you teach, the skills you share, the lessons you give, none of it truly works. Unknowingly, you may have already completed tasks without understanding the correct way. No magic can be done by perceiving a small amount of divine energy. Let's say if I initiate someone, will that person instantly become a sage, realized being? Will he immediately perform some great miracle or powerful work? It doesn't happen like that. There is no such scheme in this universe. The universe itself will refine him, perfect him, and align him before entrusting him with that power. Otherwise, I won't know many of the universal secrets that lie within. If the mind keeps wavering, or if such instability exists, the secrets of the universe cannot be revealed. Now, while I'm speaking, you might ask 2 questions. And if I try to answer in the tone, "How do you ask? Do you really know the truth?" then you might feel scared by my response. But what would I think then? I would think that whatever I say is the truth. Then what happens there is that it becomes an error in the eyes of the universe. Another guru might say, "What kind of teaching are you giving? You're making a great mistake in your preaching." In my case, in many places, my soul has warned me whenever I made mistakes. My soul tells me, "You are making a mistake. You shouldn't give such teachings here. To this student, this is all you are meant to give. But why are you giving beyond that? If you have compassion, you mustn't be a guru. Move away." Then later I have to sit and correct all these things through my penance. Not many gurus speak like this. They won't talk about all this. This is the true secret of the universe, and it is exactly like this. This cannot be taken casually, and we cannot just do all this on our own. This experience must be completely transformed and purified. You wouldn't come to see me without a reason. So when meditation is given, from that moment onward, step by step, one thing after another will begin to change. It's not like, in 3 months I'll become this, or in 6 months I'll become that. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't work that way at all. I have attained certain experiences while others do not, even if they keep meditating. But that's not the point. I myself did not even know that I'd come for a specific work or purpose. I realized it later. And I really came to know only through the experience that I attained. It's not that I have received something special and am sitting here talking about meditation. It is the opportunity that has been given to me to do a certain work by the universe. After some time, this same opportunity will be given to someone else, and by then we will have moved on. Then that person must carry out the work. Every sage has a destined period. When that time comes to an end, another will arrive. We won't know from which direction he comes, but he will come, do his work, and that's how it happens. I openly say that this is not my art of meditation. This is the work of ancient times, the art of that supreme power known as Patanjali, the father of all meditation and yoga, the one who bestowed the wisdom of realization. It is the art of that radiant blue light, the divine energy of Patanjali himself. Since this art has been perfected within us by the universe, it must now be given and shared in this time period. This is the same art given by Yogananda, and I am giving it in another style. It does not mean that Yogananda did not deliver perfectly, but what he gave was right for that period of time only. Now I have been given the command by the universe to deliver it to the world. That's all there is to it.